Hi, folks. Black people are being put into slavery. It's just a new way of doing it. Build communities, not prisons. We spend billions, millions, maybe even trillions of dollars incarcerating people for petty crimes, crimes that are not even worth, maybe even not even worth $10. But we spend money on incarcerating people. Why don't we spend money on educating people? Look at the averages. If we put money into spending it on schools, housing, affordable housing, more money could be spent in a useful way if you put money into education, not the prison industrial complex. And that is the problem. I believe that the reason why this industry thrives is because, number one, racism. And under that is greed. You have prison labor in the U.S. and it's cheap labor. You have the answers right there where all of the money is going. They always like to scream that we're broke. The U.S. is broke. We don't have any more money. We're broke. Systematic oppression of black males to fulfill a prophecy to fail in American society through mass incarceration. Look at the statistics. They're all around. I don't know of any medium that you can't find these statistics. They're there. It's right in front of your face. How can you ignore what's going on? And people always ask, well, why are African Americans, why are black people so angry? Why are they upset about what is going on in America? What's wrong with black people? I've seen those crazy comments. Why should we be happy? Why should we be celebrating when you see people being slaughtered, people being able to walk free and using the justice system to get away with crime, with murder, with lies, with deceit? It's all in the news. It's everywhere. People being incarcerated for crimes that are not even worth $10. People being put in behind bars, behind jail for things that they didn't even do. They were somehow targeted through some racial intent or malicious intent, or they were lied on, or because they happen to be a skin color that's other than what they would think would be the dominant culture. Jim Crow has never really left, people. It's still here. It's just disguised. It's disguised in the industrial prison complex. We go from slavery to Jim Crow, lynchings, segregation, and they send us back. But now they have a new plan. A new plan that they're using militarized police. And I'm not trying to put just the police down. I know all police aren't bad, but you have a lot of them that are. Let's be real here. It's hurting blacks. They're using even food companies and places like Whole Foods, saying that they're defending their cause, that the prison labor is helping rehabilitate prisoners. Rehabilitate how? Can they get out and get hired from you? No, because they don't trust these people when they have felony records. Blacks feel bullied. They've been bullied before in the past, and they're still getting bullied. But we're called the bullies. We're demonized. Demonized by society, American society, and even in other places we're demonized. Militarized police culture, goons use to further demonize and use the law to get away with crime, with assault, with battery, All the things they say you can't do as black American citizens, you cannot do this. You can't do this. All these rules of what you can't do, but what they can get away with and what they can do. And this is where we end up. This is how we look. This is how we look on TV. I'm telling you, it's the new Jim Crow. There's articles, there's books. Michelle Alexander, she has a book called The New Jim Crow. We have articles that you can just look up all over the superhighway network of the internet, and you can find these articles. This is the way black men look. This is where all of the black men are. Not all these men are criminals. Not all these men are bad people either. Just like they want to paint the picture of police. Not all police are bad. Well, not all black people are bad either. This is very similar to what has been done to us in the past. Only it's just a new way of doing it in the present. We're still being put in chains. We're still being incarcerated in great numbers. And they use every tactic against us. Propaganda is a big thing. There's a lot of insensitivity towards blacks. Even when we serve in the military, you end up coming back and you don't get treated with respect. You don't get the same benefits as white people who have served in the military. You end up like this man right here, on the street, homeless, with nothing. It doesn't bother them to see us look like this. To see black people suffering here in a country where we've always been. We fought for this country. We died for this country. We've been in the military. We've been behind this country. We were forced to come to this country, not willingly, by force, in boats and ships. And now you use Hispanic culture to come against black people. But you say that they can claim white status. Look where you put them. They're also your new prisoners. This is supposed to be the land of the free. And so now you're using Hispanic culture to pit them against blacks by putting on census documents that they can claim white status. So what does that make Hispanic people think? Oh, we're better than blacks. But look, they're being robbed of their ethnic identity. Instead of Native American, instead of claiming that, they want to claim a white heritage, which, if you look in the history of what has been done to Native Americans, they have been robbed. They have been treated badly. This is where your Hispanic population also originates from. But look where they put them. You're the next one. Also the women, black women, Hispanic women are being incarcerated. They're new prisoners in the industrial prison complex. Mass incarceration. This is where you put people of color, women, what was quote unquote the minority, which is now the majority. You'd rather see us incarcerated. Why don't you take a lesson? Stop the violence. Stop killing blacks. Stop using law to get away with murder. Stop racism in the legal system. Stop using the media to demonize blacks and people of color. Stop using prison as a way to exploit blacks.